This is Doll, and I'm here with another video. So today I'm gonna be telling you guys about my recovery house experience. It wasn't that pleasant. It really wasn't. So if you watched my last video, you know I got a BBL. You know I'm happy with my results and whatnot, but my recovery house experience was not that pleasant at all. I went to New Curves recovery house in Miami, in Florida, in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, I was doing my research. You know, I booked I put down my deposit for my surgery, and I was like, okay, I need a recovery house. You know, I was gonna do a hotel, but my friend said she ain't coming, so I said, whatever, I'm still going, and I booked a recovery house. I wanted to do a recovery house because like what the hell, I'm going by myself, and I won't have anybody take care of me. Not hiring a nurse, might as well go to a recovery house where there are nurses, right? So looking online, I found New Curves recovery house. I looked them up, of course, and I looked at the reviews and stuff. There wasn't a lot of reviews, okay? So I didn't really have a lot to go off of. So I seen one bad review on YouTube about them, and it was basically a girl saying that like there was this one person who she was late a lot, and they're just all about their money type thing, you know. It didn't raise red flags for me because like honestly the place is beautiful. Like the house is so nice, it's so pretty, you know. There's a pool in the back, everything's like glass and like it's white, it's so nice, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. $200 a night. It was a little bit more expensive than I seen regular recovery houses, but I was like, I want the top care, like I'm going. I'm talking to them, I'm booking my deposit, I put down my deposit, I pay for my stay. I decided to stay 7 days or 8 days or some shit like that. And yeah, I put down my deposit, whatever. Time came. I messaged them, I let them know what time my flight is. They said okay, gave me a number to call a certain girl when my flight takes off or whatever. So I was like, okay. So I'm on the plane now. We have like a 5-10 minute delay. So I messaged her and I'm like, we're gonna be delayed 5 minutes. My flight is 3 hours, okay? So I let her know that I'm gonna be delayed 5 minutes or 10 minutes, something like that. She said, okay, no problem. So then after 5-10 minutes, the captain is like, oh, we're gonna have to delay an extra 30 minutes. So I messaged her again. I said, okay, it's actually gonna be an extra 30 minutes. So she's like, all right, that's fine. See you then. It got delayed one more time, and I think it was like 40 minutes, okay? Like 40 minutes to an hour, whatever. I let her know that. She said, okay. I said, okay, the flight is actually moving. Like we're actually taking off now. So it's gonna be exactly at this time. I gave her a time. I think it was like I landed 12:40 or something, and originally I was supposed to be landing at 12 o'clock. But yeah, so it changed, 40 minutes, whatever.
We remind you that your face covering must be worn at home.
So mind you, my flight is 3 hours. I let her know this 3 hours ago, you know? And she said, okay, 3 hours ago. So I land. So I text her. I'm like, okay, I landed. Yeah, she's like, okay, I'll be there soon. Let me know when you're done getting your bags. Waited to get my bag for maybe, I waited like 15 minutes to get my bag, and she wasn't hitting me up. She wasn't asking me anything, okay? So I just thought she's waiting patient, you know? So yeah, I finally get my bag now. It's probably like 15 minutes went by. I go to like the front, I don't remember what entrance it was, but I told her the entrance that I was at, and she's like, okay, I'll be there soon. So I'm like, all right. I was like, okay, that's fine. Cause you know what? This is like my first trip anywhere. This is my first time like really leaving the country. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm not gonna let this bother me. I'm gonna have a good time. I came here to do something great to myself. Like, I'm not gonna let this bother me. So I'm waiting there. So I just got off of the plane, got my luggage, waiting for my recovery house to pick me up, but they're late. So I'm waiting there, and I'm seeing people walk in, people walk out for a good 30 minutes now. So I messaged her, I'm like, are you almost here? She's like, yeah, I'm coming soon, I'll be there real soon. And I was like, okay. So I think that was the second time I called her, okay? So I'm still waiting for my recovery house to pick me up. Like, it's been, let's say 15 minutes. And they knew when I was arriving, so it's kind of weird. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep waiting. An hour goes by, a whole entire hour goes by. And I call her, I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, I'm gonna be 20 minutes late. Oh, it's not my fault because your flight got delayed. I think it is your fault. That was 3 hours ago. I let you know that my freaking flight was delayed. You could have said something. I could have went and got something to fucking eat or something. Like, why would I be standing there? You could have said something. The communication was just not there. I waited. So eventually she shows up. Yeah, she comes out. She helps me with my bags. And then she basically just like threw them in the back. And there was a girl in the back. She was kneeling down. And you know, me being a nice Canadian, I was like, hi, saying hi to everybody in the car. There was like 2 other girls in the car, right? But the girl in the back, she looked like she just came out of surgery, you know? So she's kneeling down, holding like the back of the seat thing. And I was like, hi. And she didn't say shit to me. Like, she was fucking mad. Like, I don't know what the hell her problem was to this day, but she was hella rude. So yeah, I'm like talking to the driver. You know, like, this is my first time in Miami and I'm just loving it. It's so beautiful. We're having a good conversation, you know. She's talking to me about this and talking to me about that. So here's where the problem starts, okay? I haven't traveled like that, okay? Like, I really haven't traveled like that at all. So I was assuming that I could go anywhere to exchange my money. It would be no problem. Like, I brought Canadian money. So I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just need to exchange my money somewhere. And she was like, oh yeah, okay, we can go to a Wells Fargo or something like that. And I was like, okay, yeah, totally, no problem, cool. So I also had pre-op because I flew in the same day as pre-op, right? You go back to the house to drop my suitcase off first. And then the girl in the back, she's trying to get out the car. So I'm going to go get my suitcase out the trunk, right? So that she can help the girl out the car. So I'm like, oh, I got it. She went to go get it. So I'm like, oh no, like I got it. You can help her. She's like, no, she's fine. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then she takes my suitcases and brings it inside, right? And I'm just here looking at this girl. This girl looks like she's in pain. Like, she's walking so slow. Like, she's in real pain. Like, I didn't know if she just came out of surgery that day or, like, you know? And in my head, I'm just like, you know what? Like, damn. She probably, you know, she's probably not having a good day. She's probably in so much pain. She has an attitude. I'm like, whatever. So I go open the door for her because, like, this lady went inside. She don't care. So I open the door for the girl because she's struggling to get in. I open it for her. I hold it open. And she just walks in. Not even a thank you. But I'm just like, hey, maybe it's a Canadian thing to have manners. I don't know. I was like, yeah. So then to the girl, she comes down and she's like, okay, yeah, let's go to pre-op. So I was like, okay, yeah, after pre-op, we can go exchange my money. She's like, yeah, we'll look for a Western Union or whatever. So I was like, okay. So, on the way there too, she was like, oh, you're supposed to let her know about these stuff, and how are you gonna pay for tonight? I can send money through PayPal right now and pay for like 2 nights, and then whenever we exchange my money, I could just pay the rest. It's easy. So she's like, okay, whatever. Go to pre-op, whatever. I'm finished at pre-op. I call her, she's right there. I was like, hey, cool. Yeah, let's go get my money exchange now. We go to a freaking Western Union that's like connected to a pharmacy and like all type of shit. It wasn't like a real Western Union by itself. So I couldn't exchange my money because they don't do that shit. Like they only do like other shit, other like little shit, right? So came back to her, I was like, yeah, I can't exchange it. Like they're not letting me do it, whatever. So at this point it was like 4 o'clock or something, it's 4 p.m. And she's like, oh, all the banks are closed right now, so we're gonna have to do it tomorrow, whatever. So like, whatever. I sent her the PayPal. She said she got it. I was like, okay, cool. We're great for the day. So like, I don't know. When I walked in, everybody had an attitude. I don't know. And I was like, hey, like I'm minding my own business. So yeah, they introduced me to everybody. There was a lady there that was so nice. She was so sweet. And like, I got along with her the best there. And like, she was just the sweetest. She was asking me where I was from, and we were just connecting and stuff. And we were talking about the surgery and all this stuff. Like, she was such a sweet lady. She really helped me a lot. So the next day comes, and I'm just sitting here like not knowing if I'm gonna freaking have surgery or not, right? I told you guys this in my other video. So I finally get the call, I'm gonna be able to get surgery the next morning. So they're like, yeah, okay, be ready at this time, whatever. She was late picking us up. It was me and this other girl, I think. Was it? I don't remember. It's always a bunch of us in a freaking car. I don't know why, but whatever. I guess other people had to go other places too, whatever. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. Like, bring me where I need to go. She was late. She took like 30 minutes to get to the house to come pick me and another person up. I went to go get my surgery. And then, like I told you guys in my last video, this girl was an hour late picking me up from freaking surgery. And I was just like, ugh, I'm over this girl at this point. Like, what is going on? Yeah, when it comes time for her to come and help me out of the freaking wheelchair, I'm dizzy as hell. And she was just no help. It's like, you got it. Like, I'm just like, what? Like, I don't got it. Like, you need to help me, lady. Like, literally, I felt one finger on my back so I wouldn't drop. One finger. And you know what? I was out of it. I was like, whatever. I don't care. So I'm laying down now. And, I just came out of surgery. So I'm calling my people to let them know that I lived. So we're driving now and I'm talking to them. They're like, oh, how is it? How are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm good. I was still a little bit like, on the anesthesia. I was eating a croissant. And like, she just gave me some pills. She's like, here, take these. And I was like, I don't care. Like, I could be drunk, I could be off the anesthesia, I could be anything. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, what are you giving me? Like, I'm going to ask, what are you giving me? She's like, just take it. Like, what do you mean just take it? I'm not just gonna take it. What is it? Like, She's like, it's pain medicine. So I was like, fine. I'm like, and she gave me like 3 pills. I think it was like 3 pills. And I was like, I just take them all? Like, all of them? She's like, yeah, take them all together. And I was like, oh, all right, okay. So I took it anyway. I feel the car stop now, okay? So I hear the door open and then I hear it close. Obviously her door, right? So I'm on FaceTime with my peoples and then they asked me, they're like, oh, where are you right now? And I looked up and I was like, I think I'm at another surgery center. So, cause I think from all my research and Googling, like I know all the surgery centers, right? So we went to, I think we were at Seduction. So I looked up and I seen Seduction. I was like, oh, that's a Seduction. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm at another place. So they're like, oh, where's the girl that's supposed to be watching you? Like obviously the driver, the girl who picked me up, right? I was like, I don't know. I think she stepped out because I heard the door open and then I heard it close. So I assumed, okay, there's another girl. You're probably picking her up right now. You probably went out to help her, right? So I was like, yeah, I think she went out for a second. I don't know. So then they're like, they start going off, obviously. Like, what do you mean? She gets out the car. Like, why is she leaving you? You shouldn't be alone. Like, what the fuck is this shit? And like they start going off, but I'm just like on to anesthesia, like I'm good, like right now I'm okay, like, you know. I hear this bitch on the in the front, and I guess she made a call, and she's like, I don't know, but there's some shady bitches in the car. I was like, oh no, I guess she isn't here. Cause like, what the fuck? First of all, why did the door open and why did it close? I don't know. And second of all, who's a shady bitch? It's not me. So I was like, I'm gonna call you guys back because I don't have time for this shit. I really don't. Like, I just came out of surgery. I can't be cursing nobody out right now. Like, I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. So, tutus, the friggin' back of the van opens up and they bring in a next girl. And I'm like, what the fuck, yo? Like, get me home. And mind you, we waited there a while. We waited there for like a good, I would say 15 minutes. Like, I don't know what was taking so long, but we waited there for like 15 minutes. And in my head, I'm just like, shouldn't y'all be taking me home? Like, you can't pick up another girl on your own time. I don't know. I don't get it. So yeah, there was another girl in the car, and then we rode home. I don't remember if we talked for a little. I feel like we talked for a little bit, and then we both just went to sleep. So we finally get back to the house, and I'm trying to back out of the car, and I'm in so much freaking pain. And I'm like, are you gonna help me? She's like, yo, no, I got you. And she has her hand like this behind my back. Like, literally, this is my back, this is her. Like, if I fall, what's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna happen if I fall? Like, somebody make it make sense. Like, I was so upset. It wasn't making any sense. It wasn't making no sense. So yeah, I finally get inside, dizzy as hell, and lady helps me upstairs. You know, she brings me food and stuff, and yeah, that was my first night. No, that was my second night sleeping there. My first night having surgery. My first night out of surgery. So the next day now, remember I paid for the first 2 days. So the next day, I keep telling this girl, I'm like, I need to go to a bank. And you know what? I missed something. The day before, when we were on our way to surgery, I asked her, I said, how much would it be to take me to get an iron infusion tomorrow? Because I read something that they will take you places for like an extra $25 or something like that. So it's like, okay, whatever. I need to get an iron infusion tomorrow because I already know my iron's gonna drop. So I asked her in the car, I'm like, how much would it be for there and back? She's like, oh, I have to ask the owner. It's probably gonna be like maybe like $50. Like, I don't care how much it is, like, take me there. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna ask her, whatever. I told the house staff there, okay, that I need to get an iron infusion. So like, okay. So I had to go to my checkup, right? After you have surgery, you have to go for your checkup or whatever. And I got a massage at the same time, right? So there was a guy who came this time to pick us up. He brought me to my post-op appointment, and then when it was over, he was about an hour late. And I'm just like, what the hell is going on with this place? Like, you guys don't time shit out properly. Like, why do I have to keep waiting? I'm in fucking pain. Why do I have to keep waiting? He finally picks me up, and he and the other girl that came with me in the car there, she's in the car for when he picked me up. I'm like, I have an iron infusion. This is where it is. I need you to go. She's like, oh, did you talk to whoever about it? I was like, yeah, I did. So I was like, they said that if I pay like $25 or something like that, you can bring me. He's like, yeah, I'll bring you. And I was like, also, I need to exchange my money somewhere. He's like, oh, yeah, we'll go to the bank, We went to a bank, tried to exchange it. For whatever reason, we could not exchange the damn money. Like, I know that we could have went into an airport, but like, we should have did that. Cause like, I just didn't know. I thought it would be so easy to exchange my money. Like, I thought it was gonna be so easy. I don't know why, but I thought it would be. Cause you know, here in Canada, I can name 20 different places I can go exchange my money. So I don't understand. So yeah, he's like, he couldn't do it. I don't remember the reason, but I don't know, something with the bank wouldn't let him. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it was not working out. Like, it was so crazy. So mind you, this is the third day, okay? So I only paid for the 2 first days. So yeah, I was telling him, like, yeah, they said that if I pay you, then you can drop me, whatever. He's like, okay, yeah, okay, let's go. So I give him the address and we go. I get my iron infusion. I'm still like bleeding and stuff and all that. I'm only 1 day post-op. They're hella uncomfortable the whole time. Literally from pre-op or post-op, I went to my iron infusion. So post-op was like, I think it was like 12 o'clock. My iron infusion was done at like 4. So I didn't eat anything but breakfast. So I called my driver girl. No, I messaged her and I said, okay, I'm done my iron infusion. Can that guy come pick me up now? She goes, what guy? She's like, where are you? I told her where I am. She's like, oh, honey, no, we don't go all the way down there. I was like, what? She's like, no, he wasn't even supposed to take you there. I don't know why he took you there. So I'm like, I told you I was getting iron infusion. You said all I had to do was pay some money and I could get the ride. She's like, no, that's out of our district and we don't drive that far. I was like, so why did your driver bring me there? Why? Somebody explain it. Why did he do that then? If he knows the rules, he knows he's not supposed to drive this far or whatever. Why did he bring me there? She's like, I don't know. And also, the owner said you can't come back until you pay all your money and the PayPal that you sent didn't go through and you need to cancel that and bring the cash and you're not getting in without it. I was like, what? Pardon? I start going off in the freaking place because I'm just like, what the fuck? The freaking iron infusion people are looking at me like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I have no idea where the fuck I am. You need to come get me. You guys are in charge of me. I'm 1 day post-op. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? If I wasn't supposed to be here, why did your driver bring me here? This is not my fault. Why did your driver bring me here? Shouldn't he know the rules? Shouldn't he know this out of his district? Like, why the fuck would he bring me here? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I need to get home right now. You better send somebody to come pick me up. Like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, I can't send him. He's off duty. He's not even working anymore. Oh, and you know what? If you need to exchange your money, walk across the street to the mall that's right there, and you can go exchange your money in there. Walk where? I can't take 2 steps without like almost passing out. Like, what are you talking about? I'm in a fucking robe, bonnet, and slippers. Where? Walk across where? Walk across where? Not walking across anywhere. So I was like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I will fucking pass out and I die. It's on you guys. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Everybody knows I came to new fucking curves. If I die today, it's on your asses. Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you can't come without paying. I'm like, I have the money. Someone just needs to exchange it. Like, somebody else needs to go because I can't go. I've been trying to go since the day I got here and nobody's taking it serious and I don't understand why. Like, are you guys not trying to get paid? It's not making sense. You're telling me there's nowhere I can exchange my money? Like, really? No, you guys just don't want to fucking deal with it. So she's like, oh my gosh, like, I would totally come get you, but like, I have my kids right now, yo. Literally talking to me like that. And I'm just like, are you not supposed to be like professional? It's not like a whole business. You're talking to me like a ghetto bitch. Like, what the fuck? She's like, yo, even if I drove out there, that's like bread I'm wasting. Like, don't talk to me like that, first of all. Like, pardon? Like, get it together. Get it together. Get it all the way together. Don't talk to me like that. Like, what kind? My bread? Your bread? Are you not fucking owning a professional ass place? Like, talk like you have sense. She's like, oh, okay, I understand. And after, like, I'm getting so mad, I'm starting to cry and everything, okay? The people in the freaking iron infusion place, they're like ready to close too. So like, they're looking at me like, oh my gosh, like, I feel bad for this girl. I'm like, I have no idea where I am. The sun is hot as fuck. I haven't fucking ate. Like, what are you talking about? So she's like, you know what? It's fine. Tomorrow morning, the freaking girl, the driver girl, she's gonna drive you in the morning to go exchange your money, and then you're gonna have to give her $65 for the fees of blah, 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 blah. I was like, honestly, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I need to go home. Like, what are we talking about right now? So I ended up having to Uber home, which was hella uncomfortable, but good thing it's freaking Miami, so every freaking Uber driver already knows about this girl that just had surgery. Like, she looks like she just had surgery. I totally understand. So I was in the back of that car, the car was just bumping everywhere, and it was just so unpleasant. The freaking drive was so long too, and I was so mad. I was so freaking mad, like, that I had to do this. Like, oh, like, that was just so disgusting. Like, why would you guys bring me there just to tell me, oh, we can't come get you? And the stupid ass guy, like, how is it my fault? I'm supposed to know your rules? I'm supposed to know? That fucking guy is supposed to be the one that said, no, we can't do that. Like, why the fuck would he bring me there? And on top of that, why wouldn't that nigga tell me that he's off for the fucking day? Like, why wouldn't you mention that at some point? Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to pick you up, but I can bring you there or something. Like, you like, what the fuck? So I finally get home now, and then it's like, I was supposed to take so many pills, and they've all been at home. Like, you know? So at this point, I'm like having a fucking mental breakdown, okay? I'm just like, I don't know what pills to take. There was like nobody there either. There was only this one young girl who looked younger than me, and she wanted to talk to me, but I wasn't having it. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, I'm clearly in a moment right now. Just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to talk to you. So yeah, I'm like looking at my medications. I don't know what I can take with what. I don't know when I was supposed to take this. I don't know if I have to take this. Like, I don't know. And then I'm on top of that, I'm like, where the fuck are my shots? Like, my blood clot shots. I'm supposed to have those. Like, where are those? So the freaking girl comes in. She's like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm missing medication. I don't know what I need to take with what. Like, it's just too much. And I'm like crying. Like, I'm bawling. I don't know. Like, my body's sore as hell. I was supposed to done take a bath. And I was out of my faja the whole entire time, because after my massage, I went straight to get the iron infusion thinking it was gonna be quick and I can go fucking back home. So I was out of my faja the whole entire time, swollen as hell and fucking bleeding everywhere. I was telling the girl, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to take. Like, I don't know. So I was just frustrated. So I was walking to the freaking bathroom because, like, I need a bath. Like, I've been bleeding all over myself all fucking day, and what the fuck? So the girl, don't walk away from me. Like, who the fuck are you talking to? You can't be talking to me. It's not me that you're talking to. So I turn around, I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, what? Pardon? She's like, we need to figure this out. What is the problem? What medication are you missing? You want me to call, what's her name? The freaking driver girl that's always fucking late, that can't do shit for nobody. Like, what is calling her gonna do? Like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't want to deal with none of this right now. She's like, oh, don't give me attitude. I was like, girl, bye. Like, first of all, I'm in way too much pain to beat your fucking ass right now. And you should not be talking to me no fucking way, because I'm way older than you, honey. So you need to go back downstairs and go back to studying. The fuck? Like, she was literally studying the whole time while she's supposed to be working and watching people and figuring out if they're fucking dying or not. Like, if they're fucking hungry or not, if they need to get up and go fucking pee or not. She's down there fucking minding her own business, studying, listening to music, doing her own fucking thing, okay? I don't know how the fuck she got that job. She must have been a fucking relative or something, somebody's daughter. I don't fucking know. But I'm in the fucking shower, and the shower is see-through too. It's like a glass door. So she's in there still talking to me, and I'm just like, yo, leave me alone. Like, why are you talking to me? Leave me alone. Like, it was so fucking annoying. So, yeah, so I'm like, I'm the freaking driver chick. She fucking messages me like, oh, is something wrong with your medication? I was like, where's my shots? Like, aren't I supposed to have shots? She's like, oh, your shots were $300 and something. So, if you want them, I can, you can give me the money and I can get them. And also, you need to give me the money for the other medication. So I was like, okay, why wouldn't you pick up the fucking medication? I knew for a fact that they pick up the medication and they buy it with their own money, and then we have to pay them back the money. And on top of that, we have to give them a pill too. We have to give them like a couple pills from like the other girls' pills that they're taking from. It's fucking weird. It's very weird. Like, they take from other girls' pills when we don't have our pills yet, and then when we get our pills, they have to take some of our pills. And I don't really know if that's what's really happening, but I don't know. Anyways, she probably thinks in her head, oh, she doesn't have the money, so I'm not even gonna pay $300 for that medication because she probably don't even have the money. She can't even pay for her stay here. Like, no, I need that shit. Go fucking get it.
Yeah, definitely have to come back for a vacation. Definitely.
I told you guys this in the last video. After all that shit calmed down and I ate food and whatnot, my heart started dancing, and I was like, oh no, hell no. It was fucking weird. Like, there was like a long ass pause in between beats, and I don't play with my heart. So I messaged the girl, the owner, and I said, honey, I need to get to a hospital ASAP. Like, what are you saying? She's like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, now you scared, huh? She's like, oh, what's wrong? I was like, I'm having heart issues. Like, get me to a hospital. She's like, okay, I'm gonna come for you. 15 minutes later, oh, I'm here. So I go downstairs. Some nigga shows up at the door, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna take you to the hospital. He's like, oh, I'm the part owner. So I'm guessing that's like her husband or something, okay? I was like, fine, whatever. Like, I don't care. Just fucking take me. So he made the van so nice and comfy at the back so I could sit. That was another thing. The back there was uncomfortable as fuck. It was so uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable. It literally felt like it was, she just laid down one piece of blanket and a pillow, and there was some stupid fucking rug the whole time in my face. And it's what it felt like the whole time, every time she would pick us up. So when I actually got into the freaking car and laid down in the back and it actually was comfortable, I was shocked. Like, what? Since when? Since when is this supposed to be comfortable? The fuck? Yeah, he's talking to me, asking me how everything's doing, what's going on, how was your time here? I started going off. Like, nigga, how was my time here? My time hasn't been fucking right. Like, yo, like, these people can't exchange my money. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The treatment is crazy. This young bitch is about to get it. Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You have this business you're running, and these people are fucking running amok. Like, what's going on? Nah. He's like, honestly, I'm so sorry. I don't know why they can't just take your money and exchange it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I'm gonna rectify all of this. I'm so sorry. You shouldn't be treated like this. Blah, blah, blah. I low-key feel like he was only telling me this so that I wouldn't do a review like this, but it didn't work. He's like, yo, I'ma handle it. Just, in the morning, I'ma come and I'ma get your money and I'm gonna exchange it, whatever. So I was like, okay, you know what, perfect. Like, that's all I've been wanting. Like, I don't understand. That's all I've been wanting. It's not making sense. That's all I've been wanting. So I was like, okay, sounds amazing. After I was done, I got my fluids, whatever, iron hella low. I text, said I'm done. She said, okay, he's coming back to get you. Like, bitch, fuck you. He comes back, and you know, he has this soothing music playing in the background, and he's listening to like a podcast or something. It was just a nice experience. So, you know, he apologized again. He helped me all the way inside, and he was a very nice person, okay? Like he said, in the morning, he came and took my money and went to go exchange or whatever. And then she sent me a message. She's like, oh, what are we gonna do about the PayPal because it didn't go through and blah, 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 blah. So she's like, you need to cancel it because it's saying that it's gonna take 27 days and I can't wait that long. I was like, whatever. So I go look on the friggin' app to go cancel it, but then it says confirm or some shit like that. So I just press confirm, and then 2 seconds later, she's like, okay, never mind, I got the money. How you doing? Bitch, fuck you. Yeah, 2 seconds later, he came back with my change, and I was like, okay, relax. Like, what the fuck? Why did it take so damn long? Like, I'm not understanding. So in all this, I think on the first day that I showed up, the owner, she was at the house. She came to the house. So she introduced herself and everything, and I was like, yeah, you know, I'm happy to get surgery tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. We had a full out conversation. Third day out from surgery now, I have another massage. So yeah, I had a massage, and then I was done. I messaged her. I said, I'm done. I even messaged her early because she's late all the friggin' time. So I messaged her a good 30, maybe 20 minutes before I was done. I said, I'm finished. She's like, okay, I'm on my way. That's literally how she talks to. I waited an hour like usual. The fuck? And she shows up, and then after, we had to go to the airport. I think my massage was at 10 o'clock, okay? So all I ate was breakfast. And yeah, so we had to go to the airport. So I'm in the back kneeling down just like the first miserable bitch. And I'm starting to understand why this bitch is so mad, because this place is a little fucked up. I went to get a massage, whatever. I didn't eat nothing. Out of my faja once again, because after you get a massage, you're supposed to be out of your faja so they can take it and wash it. So I didn't get to go home to go into my other faja. Yeah, we're riding in the car. We're picking up every girl under the sun. It's ridiculous. We went to the airport, picked up some girl, and then we went to a surgery center, I think, picked up some next girl. And we were riding around for about maybe 2 hours. And I was just over it, because imagine sitting on your fucking knees in a damn car for 2 hours. It was just so dumb. And mind you, I haven't eaten in almost 3-4 hours. So I'm just annoyed. So honestly, I started feeling a little queasy. And I'm just I'm not feeling good. So she's looking in her rear view. She's like, you okay, sweetie? I'm like, no. And I just threw up everywhere. This girl in the front, I think she was on her way to surgery, okay? So when you're on your way to surgery, I guess they have one water bottle for you and a croissant, and then your meds, whatever, right? And I start blowing chunks. I'm throwing up, whatever. So she gives me a plastic bag, and I'm throwing up in the plastic bag. The plastic bag has a fucking hole, so it's going everywhere. I got it all over those stupid sheets in the back. They probably didn't even wash that shit, so thank God for me. So now I'm done puking every fucking thing up. She's like, oh, did you eat anything? I was like, no. She's like, yeah, well, that's probably why you threw up. Yeah, I should be home. What? I should be fucking home. I'm throwing up because I'm fucking sick of your shit. What? It was so annoying. And then the girl, she's like, oh, here, take my water. The bitch in the fucking driver's seat talking about, oh, don't give her your water. You're gonna need that for surgery. So the girl's like, no, she needs it. What are you talking about? So she gave me the water, and I'm drinking it dehydrated as hell. I just came out of the hospital for stupid shit last night, and I'm out here driving around fucking for what? Take me home. What are you doing? They definitely need another driver. So yeah, now I'm just in the house. I paid all my money, so all that stupid shit is fucking out of the friggin' way. I can move around more, and new girls are coming. The old girls that were there are leaving. And I made a new friend there who we were both going through it in that friggin' place. It was just so much fucking nonsense. It was so much nonsense. It was so annoying. Nobody liked that girl, and she was just doing too much for no reason. And it was so crazy because the whole time she was there, she had a fucking mask on. And then when I finally seen her without the mask, I was like, ugh. Ugh. Yuck. She's one of those girls with the duck lips like this. And I was like, she's a gorgeous girl, but with the mask on, honey. What? A couple days go by. I think on the 4th or 5th day, the owner comes in, okay? And I was sitting on the couch in the living room. This bitch. Hi, how are you? What's your name? You came in and fucking met me the first day, and then we've been talking back and forth for days now. And y'all almost killed me. And you don't even remember me. I was like, wow, this is dumb. And then I told her my name. And she's like, oh. Like she remembered, like, oh yeah, oops. Like, yeah, oops, bitch. Yes, thank you. The food, let me talk about the food for a second, okay? On their Instagram page, it shows that they have a professional chef and they're cooking all this high-end food, and every day is a new meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and that's not the fucking case. How do you mess up eggs? Their eggs are so gross. The eggs were runny, nasty, ill. That chef didn't know what the fuck she was doing. The breakfast was gross. I ate so much fruits that day, like that whole week. Oh my gosh, I ate so much fruits. And I think they only made one meal that was good, and it was obviously pasta, because you can't really mess up pasta. Like, that was the only meal. They tried to make rice and other shit. It was gross. Everything was gross. The food was disgusting. For lunch, I remember one day they tried to give us some chicken with rice and some next shit, and then for dinner they serve you the exact same thing that they gave you for lunch. Okay, ill. It was not good. Like, why do I want to eat the same thing I just ate? Like, I'm paying for this shit. Like, are you dumb? Make it worth my while. Like, this didn't make any sense. And food was just gross. Like, it was so gross. The food was gross. So gross. They try to serve you the same shit that they give you for lunch, for dinner, and then they try, if they can, if nobody ate anything, they try to give it to you the next day. And it's like, no, I know what couple days old chicken looks like. No, I'm not eating that. So a lot of us had to Uber and shit. It was so annoying. And I was just like, yo, this whole time I'm just like, yo, thank God I have my own room, because like if I had to share with somebody, I'd be so fucking mad. I'd be even more mad, like if I had to actually share with somebody. I just had Family Guy on the whole time and Bebe's kids and that just really got me through it. My room, I'm watching Baby's Kids so I can go to my bed. So now it's like time for me to fucking leave, thank goodness. I had a flight for 6 a.m. so I had to be at the airport for 4 a.m. So I was like, yo, let this girl miss my fucking flight. I swear on everything. Let her miss my flight and see what happens. Like, I'm not playing. You think I'm paying for anything else? Like, definitely not. Listen, when she said she was gonna be at 4 a.m., 4 a.m. on the dot, she was there. And I was like, you late for everything else, but you ain't late to send nobody home. So it was a quiet ass fucking ride home. Cause like, I was over her shit. And yeah, fucking, I was still in pain. Like, I could have left at day 5, but I fuck it. Might as well just stay. So we're at the airport now. We get out the car. She opens up the trunk. She puts my suitcase right on the floor and goes, all right, take care. And gets in the car and leaves. The least she could have done was at least take the suitcase and put it on the damn sidewalk part. Like, she left it right there and said, done with you. I'm like, bitch, done with you too. Thank God I never have to see you again. Yeah, so, you know, I just did what I had to do. It was very painful going home. It was so damn painful. And I had to carry that shit and roll that shit. Yeah. But, overall, I give this recovery house, I personally give this recovery house a 4, just because the way they treated me was so like unhumane. Like, you can't just leave somebody somewhere when you're responsible for them. Like, you guys are responsible for whatever happens to me. Like, what? You can't just leave me somewhere. I don't care if you guys weren't supposed to bring me there. Y'all brought me there. Like, the fuck? And that was the shit that pissed me off the most. So that's why they get a 4 from me. Overall though, the house was so nice. It was so beautiful. It was clean. pool in the back. Like, they did feed us, but if I didn't deal with the whole leaving me situation, I would probably give them a good 7.5. Because that bitch is always late. Like, what? She was late for everything. Like, everything. She was always late. Like, it was just so annoying. Like, why are you late for everything? Like, they obviously don't plan their shit out properly to make everybody's schedule fit perfectly. And they need another driver if that's the case. Like, they need another driver if that's the case, because no. So I wouldn't go back to them, because who the hell wants to deal with that shit? I learned my own lesson. Definitely exchange your money before anything. But either way, they still shouldn't have treated me like nobody, you know? So thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And my nose itchy. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back. I will be back. And I will be back with another video.